Hello ladies and welcome to Still Looking Good 58, the channel that reviews wigs for the mature woman. Yes, I am standing in a shower. I am at a hotel and I am doing this wig review because I'm out of town and I need to get it done, so here we go. I am wearing Bobbi Boss Mayah, and I think the PR stands for pearl, but I'm not sure. Anyway, what I like about this wig is, as you can see, it has like white in it, like silver in it on the side. It's black, but it's got silver going down the sides of it. So you can see silver going down the sides. Here you can see the silver going through the hair. And I'll show you a better picture of it in a minute, because I'm going to show you how I styled her. And so this is kind of a get ready with me because I put my makeup on as well. So let's take a look. Okay, ladies, the first thing I do is I use the LA Girl Yellow Corrector. And as you can see, I put it under my eyes, I put it in the sunken parts of my cheeks, and I have dark spots on my lids, so I put it up there. And then I just take a sponge and go over it with the sponge, just to make sure it all gets in there. I don't like to put powder underneath my eyes, so I just use the corrector, because the powder just makes my wrinkles more prominent. So yeah, so I just put the corrector under there. Now I'm just putting on, and this is just a basic eyeshadow makeup style that I'm using. So I'm doing it pretty fast, but I'm using an Absolute eyeshadow, and I'll put the information down in the description section for you. But I usually just put dark in the middle, and then I put, between the lid and the top of my eye. Then I just put a lighter color on the lid, and then at the top underneath my brow, I put a lighter color so that I can blend in that dark that's in the middle. Real simple, nothing spectacular, especially today. And now I'm just putting on the Eyeconique eyelash glue so that I can put my eyelashes on. As you guys know, I talked about this eyelash glue in my live, and I am letting it get tacky. Now what I'm doing is just putting my NARS foundation on while I'm waiting for the glue to get tacky. That NARS is a little bit too light for me, so instead of just using that color, I'm also using the FitMe in color 240 so that I can sort of even out the color, because the NARS color was just too light. I don't even remember. I think I bought it online. But anyway, I'm mixing the light and the dark so that I can get the right shade for myself. And again, I'm just taking a sponge and just patting it in. I usually wet the sponge first. And yeah, and then after the sponge is wet, I squeeze it out and I just start using that to blend it all in. Yep, still doing a blending, and this is kind of takes a minute because I want to make sure that I get all of the color evenly distributed across my whole face. Now I'm just doing my eyebrows. I'm actually just using a dark eyeshadow and a brush. That's it. Yeah, that's what I do with this particular especially when I'm in a hurry, and if I'm out of town, I don't always take all my good stuff with me. So this was sort of like my backup eyebrow routine, basically. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just doing that. Now I'm just putting some Vaseline on my lips because they get dry. And as you guys know, I turn my lashes down before I put my lashes on, because it's easier for me to put the lashes on if I use the lash curler and curl my lashes down. And now I'm just putting on some inexpensive lashes I got from Miss A. As a matter of fact, these only cost $1, and I will put the information on where you can find some more of her lashes as well. So yeah, just making sure that's those lashes are on there properly. Yep. So now I'm putting some NYX eyeliner in a dark brown on top of the glue that I used. And just a little mascara because these lashes are kind of thin, so some lashes don't need it, but these did. Yep, so just putting a little bit of that on there. Again, this is kind of my quickie out of town method, and as you can see, I'm just kind of contouring my nose and putting a little shine in the middle of it on the bridge. And then I take a sponge again and I kind of try to blend that in together. Yeah, so it works. Yep. Okay, now I'm using the powder, and as you can see, I'm putting it everywhere except directly under my eye. Because as I said before, putting powder directly under my eye does nothing but make my wrinkles more prominent. Now I'm just finishing up that process, making sure that I put the powder everywhere else that it belongs. Now here's the wig. And yeah, you can see a little bit better there. And this wig, as you can see in the picture, it's kind of thin and straight. So using my trusty wig grip, I'm going to go ahead and put this wig on my head and see what I can do with those baby hairs. So I'm just kind of clipping it back, and I'm going to just, you know, swoop them like, you know, I do. I just do swoops. So yep, so that's basically what I'm doing with these. There were a lot of baby hairs on here. And of course I'm using my husband's tie, because I always do, to lay down baby hairs when I do use them. Now I'm just using a NYX lip liner, and I'll put the color down there. I don't even know what color that is. I have so many NYX lip liners, I can't even tell you. And the color of the lipstick that I'm using is by a company that I actually bought from TJ Maxx. It was like a box set, and I'll tell you what that is too. And then my lippy is a NYX lippy, and I think this is Butter Pecan, but I'll put that down at the bottom as well. So now I'm just brushing out this silky hair, and I ended up having to spray some dry shampoo in it because, you know, it's just really silky and it flyaways a lot. Okay, ladies, so as you saw, I basically just did the baby hair in the front and put some powder in the part. But what I also ended up having to do is I had to put, what do you call that stuff? Dry shampoo on the hair, because this hair is so silky. It's really, really silky, and it actually looks better now that I put the dry shampoo on it than it did before. But it's a very silky texture, and the length of it is probably about 12 inches, maybe. Yeah, probably about 12 inches. Let me show you what it looks like in the back. But yeah, it's just got this silver in it that I think is really cute. But what I don't like about the wig is that it is so silky, and it is so straight, and it's thin, you know. I mean, the straightness, I guess, is not that bad, but it's so thin and silky. I really couldn't get over that part of it. I do like the wig, but the silkiness and I don't know, the silkiness of it, I think is bothering me more than that. It's thin again, but it's the silkiness, I think, that I don't like. I really love this color pattern, and I'm glad that they did something different like this, and I'm hoping that they continue to do something like this in the future. But yeah, I was not crazy about that. So anyway, this wig has your typical cap construction. It's got the comb in the back. It's got two combs in the front up here. It is a right side part. Actually, it's a left side part, isn't it? Yeah, it's a left side part. I'm sorry. It's a left side part, and the cap is comfortable, and you know I have a 22-inch head, so the cap is comfortable, so it's not uncomfortable. And the part was really nicely done, and I thought the baby hairs were very nicely done. And that's why I use them, because you know I don't usually do baby hairs, but I did the baby hairs in the front and on the side. I did not glue it down because it really wasn't necessary, because this wig stays down with just your wig grip on, and yes, wear a wig grip, with just your wig grip on and a stocking cap. So I wanted to bring you guys this even though I was out of town. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're interested in Maya, I will leave the information down in the description section for you. Thank you so much for watching. And as I always say, ladies, if you're going to show love to anyone today, please show it to the creator. I'm still looking good, and of course, so are you. See you next time.